could have, so I learned to trust the Lord. I wasn't like freaking out.
Right,
Like
exactly.
I normally would be.
Mm-hmm.
And
Goodness.
just have to trust the Lord. Like, hey, God knows what he's doing. Our footsteps are ordered by the Lord. So he
Yeah.
already knew,
Yeah.
and he had this planned. And as crazy as it sounds, that broken arm might have saved your life.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And
So it's
not,
just like,
it blessed the people he's been taking care of since
Yeah,
then, because
that's
he
true.
got to stay with his client.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome because you was able to trust the Lord with him, even though that the Lord had you to come in and pray for him, anoint his room and do all those things, which I know it changed the outcome of that accident.
Mhm.
Sometimes we can't stop the accidents, but we can lessen the fall. So, and even in that, you accepted that because a lot of us Christians, we still I was trusting the Lord. I went in there and I anointed his room and I did this and I did that and this happened to him. What did I do wrong? You didn't do nothing wrong.
Right.
You got to continue to trust the Lord all the way through.
Mhm.
So you did an awesome job because you didn't take that as a you should have done it the day before
No, yeah.
or sometimes we just beat ourselves up for nothing.
Yeah.
And it causing worry for nothing, even when we saying we trust in the Lord. So it's a chain reaction. So when you did that, and then when you got to call, you thank the Lord for that was all of the injury. And now you're asking the Lord to bless him and to heal his arm. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's kind of like how it goes. But some Christians don't see it that way.
Mhm.
They continue to they find fault in everything. Oh, I do trust the Lord, but this happened. And the word but, anytime you say but, you know what you just said? Everything I said before that don't mean nothing. Don't mean anything.
It's like an apology whenever you say
Yeah.
when you say sorry, but
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, but so really, I'm not sorry. Listen to this.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's common with a lot of Christians is really don't trust the Lord. They really don't trust the Lord. They think what they do is what makes the difference. They would have thought because they anointed the room, because they prayed for him, that nothing should have happened to him.
Mhm.
He should have been covered, but that's not how the Lord
Then you
sees.
got to think about Job.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
Job.
You
Yeah.
got to think poor old Job.
Yes. Now that's something right there. Yeah. So we're back to David, and this Psalms, and really Psalms are songs. They would sing these. That he was so excited. As when I read it, just like he's so excited. God is just so good, and if you love him, he will take care of you, and you just hold on to him, just be close to him, and that's really true.
Yeah, he talks a lot about the fear of the Lord too, which I
Well, I
really
think the fear of the Lord is lost upon this.
Yeah,
It
is.
really is. Like I remember when I was a kid, I was scared to do. I remember the things I was so scared to do because I was not going to hell. I was not. And I mean, my kids don't know half of the stuff that I learned in Bible school back then.
Mm-hmm.
That still sticks. It's still in my head.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just not. It's not like it was even 20 years ago, 30 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I've seen a big difference just from when I was a kid to now.
Yeah.
But I feel like the Lord is going to raise up this generation. That's Bryce's generation. That's coming up. Them, and then the kids behind him. Even that's going to change.
Yeah.
It's going to be.
Well,
I
there's a
just feel
revival
that like
across the
there's
high schools
the
all
high
over.
schoolers, the college campuses.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
It's gonna
it's like
trickle down.
they're. It almost seems like they're coming up with a spirit of we're tired of what y'all been doing.
Right.
You know what I
They
mean?
tired.
Like they want real. They want to
Something
see
that-
that's going. Not only do they want to see something real, they want to be real about it.
Yes.
And they
Yes.
don't care what other people think about it,
Right.
which in the past has been a problem.
That's been one of the biggest
And
problems.
it's like deteriorated throughout the generations. But I'm trusting the Lord that He's going to raise up this next generation to come out and just show up and show out.
Even just the kids here, I mean, they are on fire, and it just every time they talk to me, I just get so excited to see how they
they don't want to sit on a pew.
Mhm.
They do not. They do not just want to sit on the pew and listen to somebody preaching.
Yeah.
They want to be active. They want to be involved. And I believe the generation, the more worship we have, the more we're going to pull them in because they're active. They can express how they feel
Mhm.
uh, within worship. You know,
To
yeah,
participate
uh,
in what they're doing.
participating in the yeah.
I think just based off the stuff that I read about David and what I've known about him, and I think there's even more. I think he was a character. Can
Oh,
you
he was.
imagine?
He
I
was.
think that he was somebody to be, and the fact that he still had probably a huge personality is what I
Mm-hmm.
look at him like.
Yeah.
That he was still, and he had faults and things just like everybody else does.
Mm-hmm.
But like some of the stuff, I wonder how funny and his humor was.
Yeah.
Like how
Yeah.
he pretended to be mad.
How
Like,
he
I wanna know how
pretended to
you
get like,
carried that
where did
out.
you come up with that at?
Right.
That's like
Exactly.
so
Mhm.
creative that you would do that and then have the courage to go in there and just actually
Act like you. Yeah. So
you know what I mean, in front of people.
And it worked.
And it worked. He was smart, and
He was.
I think he probably had one of the bigger personalities that I could see in there.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably why he was hated a lot too. People
Mm-hmm.
liked him. He probably had a very likable personality, and then
Drew
drew
people
people in, and that made other people jealous.
Yeah.
Other kings and
Yeah, and
stuff.
especially because he trusted the Lord.
Hmm.
He really trusted the Lord in all things, even when he was bad.
Even when he was bad.
Even when he was bad, he'd be like, Lord, I'm sorry. Just do what you got to do to me. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry, but just don't leave me.
Yeah.
Just don't leave me.
And that marks a difference in people that like what David said. He's a man after his own heart.
Mm-hmm.
Then still does bad stuff, but then you have somebody who does bad stuff, but they are not a man after
Yeah,
God's
because
own heart.
ex-
They still do bad stuff. They both have a bad, but the
mm-hmm.
difference is where your heart is in a posture of.
Yes, because David always asked for his punishment.
Mm-hmm.
He never ever like, Lord, please don't. You know, he always accepted his punishment, and he wanted to take it. Just like when he had counted the Israelites, and really he should not have done that. That was a abomination to the Lord. So it caused a famine to come over the country. So he prayed. He said, "Lord, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have did it, but don't let the people die